Hey everyone, welcome to Dawn of Titans, and I hope you're ready for the Angel of Death, because she is here right now in the event currently happening. Valkyrie herself, which is an awesome lightning guardian. And I would have to say, probably one of the best art creations as far as Titans go, artistic creations. But let's check her out because I have one to test out today. Check out this intro. So awesome. And it actually kind of varies because, oh man, such fantastic details. Look at that right arm. Poetic. There actually seems to be more than one fade in where there is some sort of like materialization she does. In any case, check out those wings, right? Somewhat see-through, effervescent. It's fantastic. This is amazing. In any case, she is an X-Titan, in case you didn't know, with X skills. And if you take a look at the X skills, they are a smorgasbord, all right? So her first skill is Valkyrie Shield, which has a 20% base Titan damage boost, and armor, and resist to all elements. In other words, it's an attack and a defensive boost in her first skill. Then she has X skills for everything else. Everything else is X skills, split up between Grenadiers and Spearmen, which is an odd split where we're kind of seeing this motif now with X-Titans where they will buff a certain melee troop and then they'll buff a ranged unit. And in this case, Spearmen are the best defensive units as far as health, right? They're beefy, they're hard to take out unless there's something with a very hard-hitting swing, like Thor, for example. And then Grenadiers, as we know, are the slow, longer distance shooters that are very heavy hitting themselves. So it's an interesting combination. And this is massive. It gives armor piercing to the Grenadiers and health, which is fine. But look at the Spearmen, 110% armor piercing, right? And 225% to damage. So the Spearmen, needless to say, are going to become quite deadly. And if you look at what comes with her relics, it's a continuing motif. Fallen chest plate, brand new item, brand new relic, 20% Titan armor, 30% Archer's armor, which is why wasn't it Grenadier, I don't know. And then 24% boost to the resist against poison, which, you know, she already has a base of 20. And then you have Fallen Gauntlets, which is Titan health, militia armor, and then the whole army and Titan resist against earth. See a motif here for Valkyrie, right? Defensive. We got Fallen Helm, which has 30% Titan armor, 30% armor for Spearmen, and then ice resistance for Titan and for the entire army. And then we have Fallen Shoulders, which this is just kind of topping off these amazing relics, right? You have 40% Titan health, you get the 3 lightning spells, and then you also have 24% blanket resist to fire. So pretty awesome relics to use, not only with Valkyrie, but with anything else really. You can kind of start stacking items and have 90+% resist to certain elements at this point for the entire army if you've been collecting. Now I threw in for good measure a maxed out Iron Guard just to give a little more Spearman armor along with her own physical resist because she's a Guardian, so she can take a lot of damage. And then of course we've got the Sword of Deceit. Why did I do that? Well, lightning damage is up. Hopefully we have a lightning unit in the future. That'd be nice. And then of course more physical resist to everyone, and then Titan critical. And so with the Spearman buff like that and her buff like that, I'll be interested to see how well the units do themselves. But look at her. She's got, along with buffing all those units, 250,000 health, along with 5,800 base damage, and resist at 94% for physical, 44% for earth, 20% for lightning, a smattering of ice, fire, and poison, and then 138% armor, which is pretty awesome considering how much she's focused on buffing troops. So let's take her out into the field and see how she does as a Guardian. And we'll do it. We'll do the smattering of, hopefully I have some. Yeah, Grenadiers and, ooh, we need some more Spearmen. Spearmen tend to die. They have a lot of health, but they tend to die a little bit. All right, level 41 Titan's good enough. Let's do that. We got Valkyrie. I'm set up for ping pong. So let's throw in like half and half Grenadiers and Spearmen, and I'm gonna throw in Rages, some Fireballs, and maybe a Shield. Let's try that. And then we don't have any Spearmen on reinforcements. Nobody reinforces with Spearmen. Maybe that'll change with Valkyrie if we start liking her and using her. I can see her slowing down attacks though. All right, let's just send her straight to spawn. And they go take out these guys. Ooh, actually, she needs to take out the Titan. This will be interesting. Oh! Infiltrator can't get her. What is she doing? Interestingly enough, look, her wings kind of changed in the battle. I like how she doesn't even care about this battle. She's just kind of doing whatever. Once she hits hard. I don't know what that wandering was about. Oh, let's check out the Spearman. Spearman taking out Panthers. That's a new angle. Hopefully she can intercept. Alright, this is pretty good, so we should just send them to go kill these guys. She basically can take it on all by herself. I appreciate that there is definitely... Oh, man. She hits so hard. No, go take them out. These guys are done. Grenadiers are hitting hard. Oh, man. That air... I remember back in the day when I first was fascinated with Grenadiers, before I used Archers. When they came out with the Flamehide relics, this is back in the day, guys. It was like a year ago. Man, I was just so fascinated when you had armor piercing with Grenadiers. Of course, Archers already have a base armor pierce, but as you can see, Grenadiers are so deadly. I wish that other buff for them was damage instead of health. I really don't see a point in buffing health on Grenadiers, but, you know, I have come across an attack where I was hitting a... Oh, what was it? It was like a crazy defensive Archer defense, and Flamehide had to take 3 swings to kill 1 unit of Archers, and that was pretty awesome. Oh, Flamehide! For kicks and giggles, let's do it. I'm actually going to pull back my troops because I don't feel like I need that many. You know what? Let's go all or nothing. Let's go all Grenadiers. Oh, man. That brings back memories. I used to always do all Grenadiers with a champion. That was my way of attacking back in the day when I was ping-ponging with APOC and the non-toxic gamers. Let's go auto. I probably should have put her over here, because he's gonna... Oh, lightning spells might even take him out. Flamehide taken down by spells. That's pretty weak. Oh no! Shoot him! Oh wow. Okay, just attack them. I guess the health is coming in kind of handy right now. I think the biggest qualm that's going to come from players with this is obviously going to be the split skills. A lot of people will just write this off and say worthless just because they split skills between Archers, Grenadiers and Spearmen. And if you're going to do something like that, are they even shooting? I've never seen Grenadiers bug. Can you throw fire, please? How are these militia surviving fire blast? In any case, you know, it's kind of come down to 100% buff to 1 unit type is what makes the most sense. If you can get 1 unit type to 100% armor and 90% resist, they're basically fantastic at attacking a certain defensive type of the same kind that's also got maxed out. But when you have something split like this, the question is, can you make a unit powerful enough to make sense in a fight? And in her case, what's interesting is, as you saw there, Grenadiers are fine. They do pot shots, but a little bit of fire defense kind of makes them useless. So if we jump in here, let's hit a DECEIT, my other favorite Titan from back in the day, and let's switch it up and let's use only Spearmen. So, let's be interested to see. Oh, we haven't looked at the stats by. Let's take a look. The Spearmen have a base damage of 2,300 now, 2,400, with 80% armor and 115% armor piercing, which is rare for Spearmen. And look at their elemental resist, just kind of across the board except for lightning. And then as you see with the Grenadiers, what they basically have is a buff to health, and you've got that armor piercing buff. So it's probably more Spearman related as far as how deadly she's making troops. But Spearmen aren't deadly to begin with. They're just kind of a nice meat tank to put in front of ranged units back at beginning levels. And then as we get to higher levels, we kind of just stopped using them. Now, why would you automatically not attack units? I never understood that. When I say auto attack. All right, so Valkyrie's going to go take out DECEIT, hopefully with 1 swing, if she doesn't wander around aimlessly forever. They got to fix that. She can't just be wandering around doing nothing. Wow, he's got some defense, doesn't he? What if I rage her up? Yeah. Oh, we better shield these guys. See, they're taking hits, which is rare for spearmen, especially from panthers, but they just aren't doing very much damage. Not very much damage at all, which is unfortunate. But they're living. This Valkyrie is the one taking them out. Oh, are they blocking her attacks? No, she's hitting still. There you have it. A horde of spearmen. At this point, I almost feel like just buffing Valkyrie would make more sense. She's an awesome looking character nonetheless. I kind of wish she had a flying attack where she could swoop in. Maybe that would get rid of that wandering thing that she does when she's attacking. That'd be nice. Let's go find a very difficult battle for her. We might have to zoom out and go to rank 1. So let's go. Oh, here we go. A level 50 Soulzar with Panthers that are buffed. That are not buffed. Confused. So I'll take a few Grenadiers in because we're out of Spearmen. And yeah, sure, we'll keep the same spells. Let's see how this goes. A level 50 Soulzar. I should have brought a freeze. So what we'll do... Does she have resist to fire? Oh, she can take a hit. You better go take out Soulzar though, because he's deadly. Wow, he took a hit. And he's down. The spearmen are not doing so hot. Let's shield them. Let's rage them. They did the shield. There we go. Let's see if they can even take out the Panthers. Okay, yeah. All right, so rage on X-buffed spearmen actually makes them able to kill things. Which is fascinating. For now, I'll just kind of let Valkyrie finish up the map. She's perfectly capable of doing so. I like the glowing eyes motif that's with the gods. It's fantastic. Well, there you guys go. There's the Guardian from the Lightning series of gods. The Angel of Death, Valkyrie, and as you can see, a unique playstyle. And I think the best possible pull would be maybe a double damage for Grenadiers and maybe double damage for Spearmen. I mean, it's nice to have the armor piercing. That is awesome. And considering the relics, it actually that's pretty good for the Spearmen what I got. But as far as the Grenadiers health, I don't think health is a usable, stat boost for ranged units. If you're ranged units into melee combat, those units are done. I mean, what are you gonna do? Put a terror down and hopefully get a pot shot in? No, it's over. So for the most part, she's pretty fantastic. I love that first skill though. So there you guys go. If you have any questions about her, give me a comment down below. What do you think about Valkyrie? Are you fighting currently for her? There was a server thing going on this morning, so late start for me. I think everyone had that though. So we're diving in with my current alliance and trying to get up to the top. But in the meantime, grinding like crazy with ping pong. And you got to use Loki or Thor to get the 3 times boost. Or is it 1.4? 1.4 times boost. Well, all right. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time on Dawn of Titans with DBR.